Please subscribe and donate so you can hear how you, as a Canadian consumer, have been ripped off by supply-side politics. Brian Lilley, chief columnist with the Toronto Sun, he knows all about this, and it's no longer a big and public issue, but we have the supply-side economics, the policies, where dairy farmers, egg farmers, they write their own ticket. And every year you hear about all these gallons of milk and liters of milk being poured down the drain. And Canadian politicians cannot do anything about it, even though it's bad for consumers. Correct?
That's correct.
They don't want to lose the votes.
So it's a combination of votes and also economics. And I've railed against the supply management system for years. But look, if you want to know why they're not going to rail against it or why they're not going to do anything, the dairy quotas, we'll just use the dairy quotas.
Okay.
They were handed out in the initial part. Then they were sold, and then they were sold again, and then they were sold again. And now you've got banks backing up billions upon billions of dollars of loans to buy dairy quotas. And if we suddenly say we're going to end the dairy quotas, well, the banks are out billions of dollars. Who's going to pay for that?
Is it going to be? They pay billions of dollars of fines in the States.
But is it going to be the Canadian taxpayers that have to pay for that? Most Canadians probably don't want to do that. And while I agree with you that it screws over Canadian consumers, so too will paying out billions.
But at least it'll be an end to it afterwards. But Trump, there may not be any choice because Trump, and there's a big deal in the negotiations 5 years ago about the trade agreements and dairy, eggs and stuff from Canada, the Americans are saying this is damn unfair. And this time, Trump may be even stronger in saying, you've got to end this. So he may be actually doing something Canadian politicians can't or won't do, and it may be helping the Canadian consumer.
The Europeans have complained about our supply management system and what it means for their cheese exports. Asia's complained about it. Every other region of the world complains about our supply management system. Trump may be the only one that can break it. Will he be able to do it? I don't know. Being a dairy farmer somewhere between, being a winner of the Daily Grand Lottery where you get cash for life sort of thing.
Oh, they're rich,
it's somewhere
rich people.
Between that and a civil servant. It can be very lucrative. I'm not saying it's easy work, but it is guaranteed income. And it does hurt lower income families. Doesn't hurt you and me. It hurts lower income families for sure. But will they be able to break through? We'll see. So far, the Bloc is against it. The NDP, Conservatives, all of them are against it because they're afraid of losing the votes.
Absolutely. So Trump, he's going to be the savior of Canada.
I'm not sure I'm willing to say that.
Finally, thank you. 3 minutes. To those of you who have subscribed and donated, a heartfelt thank you. You're keeping us on the air. If you're watching and you haven't, please try to do so because 4 years ago we started this show because there needed to be independent analysis. Now more than ever, with the Online Harms Act, once that gets into law, it's been passed once by the House, there are going to be hundreds of bureaucrats censoring the news in Canada, censoring this show. We need to keep it on the air. Thanks for your support.